Hello everyone, my name is Mike, and welcome to Points of Interest, where we highlight some of the most interesting destinations on the planet. On this episode, we'll be traveling to the Towers of Paine, which is located near Puerto Natales, Chile. It was a rough and windy trek up there, but we were able to gather some amazing footage in order to put this short video together for you. Enjoy! It was summertime in December in the southernmost part of Patagonia, but driving out of Puerto Natales, Chile, and arriving at the Towers of Paine National Park, it felt a lot like winter back home in Texas, which wasn't too bad at all, really, making me extremely thankful for choosing the time of year we did for this particular trip. Driving up through the national park, you can see the mountain that gives this place its name from quite a distance off. The countryside around it is filled with large, gorgeous lakes fed by glacier runoff and surrounded by beautiful rolling hills. Hiking up the mountain is an 11-mile hike and took us about 4 hours. The main mountain peaks are called the Towers del Paine, but they are only a small part of the Cordillera Paine mountain groups that make up the southern part of Chilean Patagonia. As we climbed in elevation, the wind began to pick up and beat at us as we rounded each bend. There were certain areas where the wind really can get very brutal very quickly, and then, just as quick, be cut off as we became hidden behind the folds in the hillside.
Yeah, there's the wind I was talking about. It's really windy. And we're going up to that.
There are plenty of spots along the way where you can stop to enjoy a taste of fresh, clean glacial water as it runs down the sides of the hills and mountain. No need to filter anything. We got to walk through some of the most beautiful scenery on the way up, crossing wooden bridges over rolling rivers and making our way through some thick forest, thankfully with trails cut through. We had plenty of time for fun along the way, enjoying the hike, but eventually we were just ready to get to our destination a bit further up. Once we ascended the mountain, we tread our way through the rocky path with our views blocked by boulders and outcroppings until finally, everything was revealed. I was stunned. Right at the very top of this incredibly difficult climb sits a glacier lake, pure, clean, and crystal blue. I had truly never seen anything like it. Hiking down into the basin, we had to keep stopping to take pictures and video of this truly spectacular sight. Once we made our way down near the water, we picked a nice spot to drop our gear. We were lucky enough to catch a nice break in the cloud cover for a time and enjoy the warmth of the sun as we all laid out, ate some food, and took a rest after the hours of hiking we had put in. The three towers rise up behind the lake, giving the scene an imposing backdrop. And when the clouds started to blow back in, we decided to get up and begin exploring around again, making new friends here and there. We even got a bit adventurous and climbed up on the highest boulder to test ourselves against the howling winds. The water, upon dipping our hands in, was found to be pretty cold, but not unbearable. However, travelers are not permitted to swim or wade in the lake in order to keep the waters pristine. Wind gusts can pick up on top of the mountain as well, whipping dust and debris everywhere, causing some of us to seek shelter behind the boulders and rocks at times, until it let up. We started our descent back down the mountain as the clouds continued to blow in over the towers, kicking dust up into our eyes. I was sad to go, but truly grateful for the experience we just had. Taking these trips and exploring the world, I'm always genuinely amazed by each new place and everything unique it has to offer. Sometimes the journey is tough, but that's what makes it all worth it when you get to that special spot. On our way back down, we stopped at the last camp before the mountain to use the restroom, wash our hands, and rinse our faces off from all the dust. It is off the main trail, down a hill, and through the woods a bit. This is the last available restroom on the hike before the towers. It is clearly marked at the main trail and easy to find, and there are some interesting things to see in the camp, so check it out. Back on the trail again, we headed through the woods, taking it all in, reflecting in silence as we headed to the midway point, where they keep the horses, have cabins, and even serve some food and hot drinks, including beer if you're so inclined. I was, and we sat down and enjoyed the company of others for a time as we waited on the rest of our group to catch up with us there. If I remember correctly, I even got one, or maybe even 2 chocolate bars in me after my sandwich. It was all made even better, having worked up my appetite from the last 8+ hours of hiking all over these mountains. A few final points. Parking is easy to find, and the visitors building is really convenient, with coffee and snacks available to purchase along with clean restrooms and wash facilities. There are options for riding horses, camping, hotel, bike rentals, and more there. If you plan on staying, check ahead for reservations. The park is a busy location, especially during the summer months, but don't worry, it's such a big area there are plenty of times on our hike we felt like the only ones around. The trails are maintained extremely well, and the park rangers are all very friendly and helpful, staying throughout the seasons, living in the park in the cabins. Well, that's all for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching our little trip through the towers of Paine. If you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button so you can keep up to date on all our travels. Or you can reach out to us over on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. You'll find those links in the description as well. Have a great week.
Hi.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.